So we know that Christians don't sin and Christians can't sin. Whosoever is born of God doth not commit sin, for his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin, because he is born of God. Whenever I show this or the hundreds of other verses I have proving that the Christian walk is void of sin, which you can find at willforthelord.com, I always get the same protest, the same argument that denominational sinners use to deny the plain meaning of this verse, which is that it's only talking about habitual or unrepentant sin. So this is my question for Christian TikTok. How much sin is too much sin? How many times can you sin before it becomes a habit? Also, do you think that your sins aren't habitual? I'll give you a hint for the answer to that question. How many sins did it take Adam to be kicked out of Eden? If I lie once a week, is that a habit? If I lie daily, is that a habit? How many times can your spouse cheat on you before it becomes a habit? What is the acceptable amount of sin to God in a Christian's life? And more importantly, what is the required amount of sin in a Christian's life? Because when I tell y'all that I don't sin and I can't sin, you call me a liar. So you're claiming that there is a required amount of sin in the life of every Christian. So I need to know what that amount is because I don't want to disappoint the Lord. So I need to know what is the baseline of sin that I must commit to be a Christian and how much sin is too much sin to the Lord. And I'm definitely going to need chapters and verses proving the answers to these questions. I also would like to know the difference between the Old Covenant and the New Covenant. Because in the Old Covenant, I remember you could take a dead goat to get your sins covered. In this New Covenant, it seems like y'all are suggesting that Jesus' blood gives us a license to sin. You're actually saying because we don't have to take our yearly sacrifices at the Day of Atonement, we could sin every single day and we're still covered by the blood. If that's not doctrines of devils, I don't know what is. I'd also like to know what is removed when we receive the circumcision made without hands, Colossians 2:11. The putting off the body the sins of the flesh by the circumcision of Christ. What is cut away and taken away? I'd also like to know, are all things possible with Jesus or not? Is it possible for me to obey him 24/7 or not? Is it possible for me to be as righteous as he is, 1 John 3:7, or not? Is it possible for me to be perfect, which is what he commands, Matthew 5:48, or not? And do you think your flesh is more powerful than Jesus? Do you think if you cry out to Jesus and ask him to take away the source of your sin, he's going to say no? Or that he can't? How weak is your Jesus?